Hey guys, this is Scott, Director of Safety here at Melton. Going to talk about ELDs. I'm sure you guys have all heard the ELD mandate. Everybody that drives a commercial vehicle, Class A, has to have an electronic onboard recording device, or what they're called now is electronic logging device, ELDs. So by December 18th, everyone on the road is going to have one. Well, we're way ahead of the curve there because we've had them for, gosh, probably 10 years now. But I do know that there's going to be a few changes on how we do things. We will get that information to you as it comes because I think it's still a little fluid on what really is going to happen here. The DOT officers are learning how to read ELDs, but I do know a couple things that I have noticed, especially in this last month or two. DOT officers are getting a little bit picky on looking at ELDs, and they're having a hard time finding 11, 14, 70-hour violations, 30-minute break violations because the log tells you how much time you have. It's rare that anybody gets those. So what they're doing is they're looking for form and manner violations. And form and manner violations, the first thing they're looking at is to make sure you have your trip number, shipper, and commodity logged. So on your ELD, if you go to the far right on your home page, on your logs, you'll see load info. Okay? Just hit that load info. Put in trip number, shipper, commodity, wherever you want to put it in there. Doesn't matter if it says trailer 1, trailer 2, trip number, shipper, commodity. And there's two boxes there. You can put the end date, start date, and end date. That way you don't have to do it every day that you have that load. But that's the first thing they're looking for. If they go in there and it's not there, that's a form and manner violation. Second, they're looking for your on-duty time. And did you flag it properly? Pre-trips, post-trips, secure, unsecure, fuel, anytime you're in an inspection station, all those things have to be on duty and you've got to show them. There's no time. These things take different time. You don't have to put 15 minutes or 20 minutes each post-trip, pre-trip. It's however long it takes. But make sure that you are flagging everything you do and what's supposed to be on duty is on duty. Make sure you're in sleeper berth. When you're in sleeper berth, you mark sleeper berth. I had a guy written up the other day that was off for his 10-hour break. He put it all off duty, and the officer said, well, did you stay in a hotel? And he said, no, I stayed in my truck in the sleeper. And he wrote him up for that. And that's ticky-tack, but it's where we are today. So if you stay on top of your logs, you won't have any problem. And a good rule of thumb is, unless the truck's on fire and you got to bail out when you set the brakes, pick it up, look at it, make sure it's on the duty status you want it to be at. Same thing before you take off, before you put it in gear, pick it up. Make sure it's at the duty status you want to be at. And if you pick it up every single time you stop or before you start, you will never be behind. You will always be ahead of the game. You will have all your documentation in there, and you'll be good to go. So, hey guys, appreciate you watching this, and we'll catch you next month.